Alright, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone that rule well, that teach well while learning truth, 100% according to the Bible. Also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, and shalom to the Akwaf, which are the sisters that are sincere, your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, is going to be another video from the Brother Arrow's Indignation 144. And you basically got this Jake, basically, talking about how the Northern Kingdom is getting their wake-up call, man. And that's what's going on. You got Esau coming after them with the ICE movements, the deportations, and all of those different things. So, they're basically getting a wake-up call to, this man is the devil and that he's not for them. Because, a lot of Northern Kingdom Jakes believe that, this man loves them, man, because he allows them to come over here, get good paying jobs and do certain different types of things. They believe that this man loves them and cares about them, but they're getting that wake up call now with the whole ICE movement and the whole deportation thing that's going on, that this man doesn't care about them. So I'm going to go to a precept, right? Just touching on that before I even get into the video. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10, or Sirach in the Apocrypha. And it says, never trust thine enemy, right? And that's what a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have done. You have trusted your enemy. And who is your enemy? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, right? And we know as iron rusteth, the worse it gets. So that's what we're coming into, the time of this devil, that he knows he's only has a short time to rule and that his power is coming to an end. So he's going to show those horns even more, man. Right? He's going to show how wicked he really is. He's going to show that he never liked you Israelites, and the men of the Lord have been warning you people about these things, that this place is not our rest, that we were brought over here to pay out payments and to be subject. And we're in this place due to our disobedience to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. We're basically in our captivity still, man. And that's what you people fail to realize. And this man Esau Edom is the one that's ruling over you. Right? And I'm going to get that precept. This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. It said, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, right? Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, right? Because we're under the curses, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? And to be subject to payments, right? According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power, man. So we're over this place, America, paying out our penalties for being disobedient to the Lord, man. We're not brought over here to succeed. We're not brought over here to win, to be friends with our oppressors. None of these different types of things that you Israelites like to believe, man. And that's the wake-up call that you're getting, man. That this man doesn't see you as equal, though you thought y'all were equal in your minds, but he's showing you that you're not, right? So I'm going to get into this video, right, that I got. We're going to let Jake speak on what it is he's talking about. But, yeah, they're getting, the Northern Kingdom's getting that wake-up call, man, and it's coming to the Southern Kingdom next, because we're getting ready to step into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. As it tells you in Jeremiah 30:7, for alas, that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, man, right? And this devil's getting ready to come down with that great wrath, as it tells you about in Revelation 12:12. And when that takes place, then you people going to really see that this man was the devil that we have been warning you about all along, man, right? And I'm going to go to that scripture, matter of fact, before I even get into the video. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, because this is what this man is about to do. It said, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has come down unto you having great wrath, right, extreme anger, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And who he's going to be directing that anger and hate towards? You Israelites, man, right? That's why you see him messing with the Northern Kingdom now. But like I said, it's only going to, backfire, because he's going to come after the Southern Kingdom as well. He's starting with the North first, but he's coming for you so-called blacks too. You ain't safe neither, man. Nobody's safe from this devil, man, especially you 2/3 of our people, man, because he's getting ready to come down, But I'm going to get into this video. So, before I started, I say fair use under 1976 Copyright Act. We're not getting paid for this interview or this video, Salakia. This is only for educational purposes only, so fair use.
ICE is giving you Mexicans a nigga reminder. They reminding all y'all that y'all just like niggas. But y'all think y'all better than niggas. So that's your problem. Y'all been so racist towards the black man, towards the same race that's in the same boat as y'all. And y'all been praising the white man. The same man that wants your people the fuck up out of here. And it's sad. It is sad. It's sad because I know, and just like a lot of other black folks know, our history. We know our history. Black man ain't never did nothing to the Mexican man. White folks have though. White folks took your country. Took your country right from under your people. Black folks ain't did nothing. But, like I said in my last post, in jail, and I'm just talking to the Southsider Mexicans.
And we know why all of these things are happening, you know, ultimately why, you know, the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom are at odds right now. You know, that all goes back to the curses, man, you know. But those curses will be lifted when the Lord returns. You know, that's when all our people will come together, you know. But on this side, you know, you got the brothers that are in the truth that's coming together, of the Northern and the Southern Kingdom. But the rest of our people, they won't know till they're in the kingdom, the 2/3, I should say, because they're not going to get it on this side, right?
Because the Norteño Mexicans, they run with the brothers. I'm talking to these Southsiders, these NKs, these ones that have the audacity. Y'all have the fucking audacity to say y'all niggas killers. But on the other hand, when the shit didn't hit the fan, y'all out here talking about, we're all the black folks. We're all the black folks that supporting us. But y'all have the audacity to say that y'all nigga killers. You do. Y'all got fucking gangs that say y'all strictly NK. Not white K. No. Nah, y'all not white K. The same motherfucker that wants your people up out of here that's rounding your people up like animals. They're shipping them up out of here. No, y'all not white K. Y'all nigga killers. The same motherfucker that live in your apartment building. The same motherfucker you go down to the liquor store, and the same motherfucker you go to the laundromat, and he's there. You have the audacity to say you nigga killers. Where you get that from? Huh? I'm talking to you Mexicans. Where the fuck you get that from, bro? Huh? Enough is enough. Either we gonna ride together or we ain't riding at all. And that's real. Partners, and let y'all know, man. This to the Mexicans that be racist against the black people's team. Yup. These Mexicans be racist towards black folks. But then on the other hand, when ICE come raiding, all of a sudden you want black folks help. But your people running around talking about, y'all got gangs talking about NK, nigga K.
All right, so you basically got a gist of what it is Jake is talking about. Basically, talking about that, basically the Northern Kingdom only want the Southern Kingdom's help, basically when it's beneficial and things of that nature, and things like that. But still, it all goes back to, we're the same people, we're all the Israelites, and that this place America is not our rest, and that we're ultimately over here being oppressed by the same devil, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. So I'm going to get this precept right here, just, touching on basically how those that put their trust in man, because that's what a lot of you Northern Kingdom Jakes and you Southern Kingdom Jakes have done, man. You have put your trust in this devil, and ultimately now he's showing you his horns. And like I said before, he's getting ready to come after you Southern Kingdoms too, because I actually seen an article where they're talking about they're getting ready to deport 2,500 Jamaicans. So they're getting ready to come after the Southern Kingdom, man. It ain't just going to stop with so-called Mexicans and Venezuelans and El Salvadorians. They're coming after, other tribes, everybody, all 12 tribes, right? So this is Jeremiah 17:5. It said, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, cursed be the man, right, or woman, that trusteth in man. And that's what you Israelites have done. You have put in your trust in his damn devil and in his system, and taking your trust away from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is the Lord, man, And it says, and maketh flesh his arm, right? Because you have made this man your strength, right? Trusting in his system, because he done gave you a few benefits, food stamps, all of these other different types of things in which it is that you have accumulated over here. You think that this man cares about you, right? But like I said, you're getting that wake-up call with these whole ICE movements and things of that nature that are happening. And you're saying that this man doesn't care about you. And ultimately, that's the Lord that's deporting you. Really. Because it tells you in Proverbs 21:1 that the king's heart, meaning his mind, is in the hands of the Lord. After rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord put the spirit on Donald Trump to ultimately to start these ICE movements and to be deporting you Israelites, man. You know, that's not really Trump's doing on his own. He's being controlled by the Lord, man. Right? So it says, and whose heart departed from the Lord. And that's why you're going through these things you're going through, because you people have departed your hearts, meaning your minds, away from the Lord. Here it is. You got the brothers on the highways and hedges of the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom together warning, telling you Israelites that we're the true people of the Lord and that, you know, we all are the same people. We're all Israelites. And we're telling you these things, but you people don't want to listen. You know, you ultimately want to continue to be in that mind state of thinking we're enemies and all of this different type of madness. Because you people going off of the philosophies that Esau Edom has gave you. You know, you believe that we're actually enemies when we're not. Because you have drunken off of the wine of that Babylon juice, man, to think that we're different people. And going off of what it is that Esau have told you, which is telling you you're a Mexican or you're a Venezuelan and all of these other different type of damn titles that he came up with. But that's not who you really are, man, you know? And I'm going to go to another precept, right? Because this is why it's not, you know, wise to trust this man, because this man is the devil. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 14, verse 5. It said, he that is evil to himself, right? Because you ultimately see everything in which it is this man is doing. I mean, he's spraying chemtrails in the same sky that he has to live under. He's poisoning the same food that his people have to go to the store and eat, trying to ultimately to attack us, but he's poisoning his own people, right? So it said, he that is evil to himself, right? Talk about Esau Edom. To whom will he be good, right? So if he's evil to his own people, what makes you think he's going to be different towards you so-called Latinos, man? Right? Or you so-called black people, you know, Southern Kingdom. What makes you think he's going to be nice to you when he doesn't even care about his own people, right? So it said, he shall not take pleasure in his goods, right? Verse 6. It says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, man. And this is a recompense of his wickedness, right? Just showing you how evil this man truly is. But like I said, you know, this is the wake-up call that you Israelites need, man. And it's coming for the Southern Kingdom next. You thinking you safe, you not wanting to, you know. I'm not encouraging anybody to go into no protests or nothing like that, because we know ultimately everything that we do is spiritual. You don't want to be out there doing none of that bull stuff anyway. Because, I mean, it never solved anything, man. Look at the beginning of time, what been happening since Jake been protesting, man. Jake been protesting since they came over here, man. You had the protest that happened in the 1960s, allegedly, right? With the whole civil rights movement. That didn't change nothing. I mean, everything that it is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians ultimately do to try to, you know, put yourself on the same playing field with this devil, he always shuns it away, man. He never takes it seriously, man. How many times y'all done protested and nothing ever changes? It's always the same stuff, man, right? And I'm going to go to a precept on why that is, because this place is not our rest, man. This place, like I read earlier in Baruch 3:8, this place is our captivity, man. And you're not going to make it in captivity. You're not going to be treated equally under someone that's oppressing you, man. Right? So this is Micah 2:10. It said, arise ye and depart, right? That's talking about spiritually, because you got to depart from this place spiritually, right? In the mind. For this is not your rest, right? Talking about this place, America, Babylon, man, because it's not our rest, because it is polluted, right? And it's polluted because you got a wicked ruler that's ruling it, right? The devil, right? As it tells you in Job 9:24, that the earth is given over into the hands of the wicked, man. So that's why you got this place so polluted and wicked. It shall destroy you, right? Even with the sword destruction, man. And that's what's happening to a lot of these jakes out here, right? They're getting that wake-up call to this place is not their rest, man. Now they're mad at Esau. Now they're mad at the so-called Southern Kingdom for not helping them. But, hey, man, you trusted in this devil. So, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you know, you Israelites bring it upon yourselves, man. And that's because, like I said, you trust in man rather than trusting in the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, you know, you bring these type of situations upon yourself, man, right? And I'm gonna go to a precept just touching on that, because this is Jake all day, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, right? And I'm gonna start at verse Salakia. Go back. I didn't try to type that, right? I'm gonna start at chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at verse I'm going to start at verse... I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm going to go to 22. Because this is what these Israelites think, man. You know, they always trusting in their enemy, man, but they don't trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the men, the prophets that he have set up to warn you of who this man is, man. That's because our people are very ignorant, man. Very foolish, very, you know, dumbfounded, very simple in the mind, right? So it says, Jeremiah 4:22, for my people, right? Meaning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, right? Is foolish. They have not known me. They are solid children. That means it's stupid, man. Because for you to believe that this man Esau really cares about you, you got to be foolish, man. Right? And you people are getting that wake-up call that, oh, man, this man really doesn't care about us. We've been telling you people that, man. Right? But like I said, our people got to learn the hard way because they don't believe that what the things we tell them are real. You know, they believe in this fantasy world where everybody is equal. Everybody is on the same playing field. We're all humans and all of that madness, right? That Esau have given you. But those are lies, man. Right? And it said, and they have none understanding, right? They are wise to do evil, right? They wise to go out there and protest in the streets, thinking that that's going to change something. You know, telling people to come join in on their marches and fight the good cause and all of that stuff, man. That ain't going to work, man. And if you people were spiritual and listened to the prophets, you would know that that's not going to work, right? But it said, but to do good, right? Meaning to repent, turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, to depart from this place, Babylon, right? They have no knowledge of doing those things, right? Because like I said, they love this place, man. Even though they're in captivity, they're in love with this place, man. And that's why, you know, a lot of you jakes are going to continue to suffer, man, up under this man, because you don't want to let this place, America, go. You want to continue to think this place is your rest. You want to continue to thrive in this place and thinking that you're going to be equal and deemed and same as everybody else. That's not what's coming, man. All right? So I'm going to get back into the video so, you know, we can finish listening to what Jake is saying. But, yeah, this place is not our rest, man. You know? And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you will be better off, man. Just waiting on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know. But our people don't want to do that, you know. They want to trust in Esau. And you see what that's getting them.
Y'all got gangs talking about NK, nigga K, all this shit. In jail, y'all don't run with black folks. Y'all Mexicans don't run with black folks in jail. You run with white people. You run with the white boys. Am I right or wrong? Let's keep this shit 100. Let's get it out in the open. Let's keep it all the way 100. But y'all live with the niggas. Your neighbors is black folks, but y'all run with white folks. Am I right or am I wrong? But when the shit hit the fan, who do y'all come for help? Black people. Y'all, veteranos, need to start checking your people. Because this shit done got out of hand. Ain't no black folks running in there dragging your people back to Mexico. Ain't no black folks on them front lines. Them's all white boys. The same white boys that you run with in prison. The same white boys that you eat with in prison. The same white boys that you gamble with in prison. The same white boys that you work out in prison. You don't do nothing with the niggas in prison. You don't even like black folks. That's what you act like. But now you need black folks. The black man...
Right. Well, we're going to finish letting them talk.
...has never done anything to the Mexican man, to his people. Black man has never done nothing to your people, but you hate us. You hate us.
Right. And you hear what Jake's saying, and like I said earlier, that all goes back to the curses. But we know this is just what happens when you have a wicked ruler in place, man. You know, and I'm going to go to that precept, right? Because we know that's all due to the curses why our people are divided like that, you know, the tribes, right? This is Proverbs chapter 29, and I'm going to go straight to the point, verse 2. It said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? Meaning when our Lord Yahushua returns and set up the kingdom of heaven upon the earth, you know, you won't have Judah vexing Ephraim and vice versa. You know, all of that is going to come to an end, right? But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's ultimately why we see everybody divided, everybody, you know, fighting one another, being at odds, mainly amongst our people. It's because this is what happened when you got a wicked ruler that's ruling over the earth, man. You know, you have all of these different types of things at play, you know. But it's all coming to an end, man. And we're seeing the downfall of this place, America, right in front of our eyes. And that's ultimately why I said Revelation 12:12 earlier about how Esau is getting ready to come down with that great wrath upon you tribes, because he knows that he only have a short time, man. I mean, everything that we see happening as far as with prophecy, everything that's moving with these events that are happening worldwide is pushing us closer and closer to this place being over with. And that's what this devil knows, man. You know, that his time is running up. So, yeah, this is pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Like I said, you know, just a quick hit through the spirit. Lord's willing to be edifying, you know. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.